Now here, if there is no term of x associated with h, that means if h is made smaller, if h is made even smaller, then what will happen? If there would be value of x, then we would have with the change in value of x, the answer would change. Yes, but now because there is no value associated with respect to h, even if the value of h is made smaller, okay, even if the value of h is made smaller, then the answer will be still a the answer that is found out. Why? Because yes, because h is changed. H was used to check whether what is the rate of change of y, but here now if h is changed, there is no change in y found out. Why? Because there is no associated x term with it. That means our purpose of putting h is now over. It is not useful, because if the answer is, you have already found out the more accurate value of delta y by delta x, if you take even smaller value of x, you will still get the same answer. For example, here you have a fixed triangle. Okay, this is 8 upon 4. If you even take a smaller triangle now, which is actually this one, let us take, that is 4 upon let us take 2 upon 1, which is of the same side, then also the answer is what? 8 upon 4 is equals to 2 upon 1 is equals to 2. Okay, even if you get for smaller values. Now the purpose of h is over. That means we can, the tending value of h, which once we have found the division, is now telling us the value of this ratio, which is now the value of x, which is already the tending value. So this value of h we can already put equals to 0, so we can completely ignore it. So the value of derivative becomes 2x. Okay, now reverse is the process of integration. Now let us integrate 2x. Now integration of 2x should give you this y squared. Okay, integration of 2x should give you y square. Now that we have learned because integration, but let us now, if we see these values, now how to find from x square is equals to 2x. Now each and every time you cannot do these all processes, right? So they have derived one, instead of this continuous derivative, they have derived this formulas, and which if you take derivative of x raised to n, then it becomes nx raised to n minus 1. Okay, now you can use directly. If you put x is equals to 2 here, so what happens here? If you put, then it becomes, what is this? 2 minus 1, 2x. So it becomes 2x directly. So all these purposes served in this techniques. Likewise, we have all the techniques of differentiation that is given to you, right? The all the formula list is given to you. We have all that formula list with us. Similarly, the process of integration, we have the integration is the reverse process of that. Means what? Finding, here differentiation was actually finding the ratio. That means ratio means what? It is the slope. Slope means what? If we just take this, then a ratio of y quantity with respect to ratio of x quantity, that is this division. That means this triangle, this slope, we call this triangle. If the slope is high, that means the value of y with respect to x is high. That is, we call it slope, finding the slope. Similarly, integration is the reverse process. Reverse process means what? We have to multiply. So y multiplied by x should give you what? The area beneath the curve, area beneath whatever is this, that curve. Okay, in that process. Now reverse is the process of integration. Now let us go for that. Okay, now let us integrate 2x. If we are talking about integration and we have already told that it is reverse, that means integration of 2x should give us x squared. Okay, now let us see that if we have understood and it is reverse process, then should the area, or should the integration of x, should 2x should give you x squared, right? So let us plot the graph of 2x. Let's plot the graph of 2x. Now 2x is, let us take 0, 1, 2, 3. These are the value of x. These are the value of x. Okay, now if the values of x are increasing, then for y equals to 2x, for y equals to 2x, then value of y is 1, then value of y should be 2. If it is 2, then this should be 4. Okay, x, and these are y. So x is 1, y is 2, x is 2, y is 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these are the plots, and for 3 it should be 6. Yes, let us put it with the same units. So this is that line, y equals to 2x. Now if we want to find the area, integration means to multiply, right? So if I want to connect these 2 points and integration if we are doing, then if I want to integrate y equals to 2x, now if I want to integrate this, integrate means to multiply how much? Okay, then I want to multiply it up till, let us take 3. So I have that. What should I get after integration? I should get this area, right? Because integration means multiplication. Now you cannot multiply this area directly because this is a variable. Okay, so in this case we should go the reverse formula. Okay, reverse formula. In derivative we did x raised to n equals what? N x raised to n minus 1. Okay, so that means if this is differentiating, on this side it should become what? Integration with respect to x. Okay, now integration with respect to x if we want to take, then let us assume this as n, so when will I get this? When should I get this answer? If we assume this as n, then what do we find? C as x raised to n. Okay, then this should be what? N plus capital N plus 1, and in order to cancel this I should what? Okay, I should do what? I should do n plus 1. Okay, but here we want n, so what should we do is, you should add 1 here, and in order to cancel here also we should add by 1. Okay, then we get the value of x raised to n. Okay, let us see if we can get. Okay, so I am putting here the value of n as n minus 1. Okay, n minus 1 here. Okay, and now here I will put again n minus 1, and here this n was there. Now see what happens. A minus 1 plus 1 becomes cancel 0, n and n also cancels, and it becomes x raised to n. So this reverse process is also telling you x raised to n. Now this is from the formula. Now see that why this formula were derived of integration x raised to n dx. What is the formula? It is nothing but what? X raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1, right? See, these all formulas you will again get this reverse same answer. Okay, now these all formulas also you are going to learn, that is why. Now let us check it graphically, whether the answer is true or not. Okay, y integration of y respect to x should give you what? X squared, that is the original answer. What is y? 2x dx should give you what? X squared. Now if you put the value of x raised to 1, then this formula x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 should give you the answer. That is why it has come. So let us take 2x raised to 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1, that is 2 get cancelled with 2, it becomes what? X squared equals to x squared. Now this is understood. Now this is a differentiation. Okay, now let us check it graphically. See, as we were talking, if we integrate here, so what is integration? Multiplication, right? So let us multiply this area under this curve. Now what is the area under this curve? Area under this curve is area of this triangle. Yes, area of triangle is the area under the curve. Now what is the area of triangle? Half of base is what? 3. What is the height? It is at 3, this value should be equals to what? 6, right? So half base into height, it gives us 6. So 3 3s are 9 units. Okay, 9 units is the area of the triangle. 9 units is the area of triangle. Now this area of triangle 9 units you will get when you try to integrate y with respect to x from 0 to 3. Now let us see, apply the formula of integration. That means y is what? Y is 2x. Integrate from 0 to 3 dx. Just now we found out integration of 2x. It is 1 plus 1. Okay, 2 x raised to 2 upon 2. 2 gets cancelled. 0 to 3. 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 0. That is 9 units. That means what is the reverse formula telling us? The reverse formula is telling us actually the area beneath the curve. That means it is multiplication. Now this multiplication of which things? Of the non-constant things. So that is why we are using this new system devised called as calculus, was found by Newton. Okay, Newton has found this, all was great physicist as well as mathematician. So it is useful for us in 2 years. So we will study these 2 formulas. Okay.